people think about migration and deportation today, the first country that comes to mind is the United States. However, this idea became more complex when we look at history. The United States itself was largely found by immigrants, particularly from Britain and other parts of Europe. Over time, this migration led to displacement of indigenous populations, showing how migration can have long lasting and unequal impacts on cultural identity. Migration is not just about movement, it shapes culture, identity, and ways societies interact with one another across the world. In this video, I will explain the meaning of migration and the reasons why people migrate and how migration impacts culture, lifestyle, using interview and real world examples. To understand why migration matters for culture and identity, we first need to understand what migration actually means. Migration refers to the movement of people from one place to another, either within a country or across international borders. This movement can be temporary or permanent, depending on a person's situation or purpose. Migration is often discussed in terms of borders, policies, or numbers. However, at its core, migration is a human experience. When people migrate, they do not leave their culture behind. They carry their language, tradition, beliefs, and lifestyle with them. These elements together form a person's cultural identity. As migrants settle into a new place, their culture begins to interact with the culture of their host society. This interaction can lead to cultural exchange, adaptations, and change on both sides. People migrate for many different reasons, and these reasons often influence their experience and cultural identity. One of the most common reasons for migration is economic opportunities. Many people find better jobs, higher income, and improved living conditions. Another important reason for migration is education, where individuals migrate to access better schools, universities, or professional growth opportunities. As the person I interviewed also went to America for better schooling. Migration can also occur due to safety and security concerns. People may be forced to move because of conflicts, political instability, or major differences in quality of life. Although people migrate for different reasons, migration often leads to significant changes in lifestyle and cultural identity. While migration can create opportunities, it can also present several challenges. One major issue migrants face is adapting to new cultures. Language, social norms, and daily routines can feel unfamiliar, leading to cultural shock and stress. One of the most significant issues caused by migration is identity conflicts. This can be clearly seen in the experience shared
I
during my
sometimes feel
interview.
that I do not fully belong to either culture. I have changed a bit for my original culture. So if I have to come and work in India, I won't be able to work in that work system.
In the interview, she explains how adapting to life and work cultures in the United States placed her in between two cultures. While this adaptation helped her in success professionally, it also made it difficult to return to work in India, where workplace expectations and cultural norms are very different. This shows how migration can reshape cultural identity so deeply that individuals may feel disconnected from both cultures. Migration is therefore not only a physical movement, but also a cultural and emotional process that strongly influences identity and belonging. Migration is often discussed in terms of borders, numbers, and policies. But at its core, migration is about people. It is about identity, belonging, and the challenge of adapting to new environments while holding on to the part of who we are. Through this video and interview, it became clear that migration does not simply change where people live. It changes how they think, how they work, and how they see themselves. For some, migration creates opportunity for growth. For others, it creates a sense for being caught between cultures, where returning to one's original way of life is no longer easy. This shows that population movement do no more than shape societies on a global scale. They shape individuals, cultures, and identities in a lasting way. Migration is not just movement, it is transformation.